Rosemary and I go back a very long way in women's rights and so on. I am shocked, absolutely shocked. And one of the reasons, as you know, in the common law system and the remand system, some people are remanded to a specific date to be brought back to court for the judge to check on the position of the case, and the judge to protect the constitutional rights of that person accused. And if the Crown, the prosecution, says they're not ready after a certain amount of time, and normally it is 2 sessions, the judge must release that person conditionally or unconditionally. So what are the judges doing? What are the judges doing? First of all, what are the even politicians doing, taking this sort of thing? Because the cost, the financial cost to the country by having so many people on remand is astronomical, which could be used by the DPP's office to enlarge his staff, and then you have more judges and more courts to move ahead very quickly in respect for these people's rights. What the heck is happening? Because, and are the judges trained in human rights? Perhaps do you wish the commission to assist in this kind of training? Because clearly they need training. And lawyers, the Bar Association should be brought into the matter as well. If lawyers on legal aid only see their clients once in 11 years, that lawyer should have gone to court to apply for their client to be released, since the prosecution wasn't ready to proceed with prosecution. And you have the Caribbean Court of Justice right there on your doorstep. I am so stunned that I'm almost speechless about what is going on. And the fact that today in Trinidad, a woman who is a victim of domestic violence, who kills her perpetrator, cannot use that in defense, in her defense, cannot effectively use it. That's another training for the judges, no? So, as you know, you've been president of the commission, we do give technical assistance. I think Trinidad is in dire need of that. And the judiciary, the legal system, the Bar Association members, and more. The Commissioner of Prisons mentioned the fact this is a destruction of families. Families. If I am in jail for 11 years and I have my husband and so on, he's going to wait for 11 years and not go and get involved with so many other women and forget about me in jail. And then the children, young children who may be left behind without succor from their mothers who are violent, who were treated violently. Or a male who leaves his wife with children. This is terrible. I mean, I am stunned. I am stunned. Did you go to Tobago? Well, I wish we'd known this before, because then we could have put very hard questions to the government members that we spoke to. But I still think that we can, as the rapporteur for the country has said, Antonia, we can still send an Article 18 letter and ask some pretty strong questions. Could you give us copies of your presentations? Because those figures in there will be vital for our use. I really am not going to ask any questions other than whether you want technical, you think you could use technical support from us. And do you have many cases of accused who are placed on remand during the governor's president's pleasure because of them mental state? And do they figure largely in that? Because the one case I know which was a big scandal in Jamaica was somebody who was forgotten, who had been detained during the Governor General's pressure because of his mental state, and he fell through the cracks and was there for 21 years, and that was an enormous scandal. So, do you have that as well? And if so, could you figure them into the equation? Because if somebody is not mentally fit, they ought to be. And the question of women's lack of access to justice is apparent. And the others, all these people, the whole line of them, 60% of all prisoners, my God, their lack of access to justice is clear and apparent. So we have to do something serious. And thank you for bringing it to our attention. And we know that we will do what we can and be in contact.
Yeah.